Why don't you just hit that line there, scoring line again?
Yeah, 17 points for Thomas. Hit some beautiful floaters in the lane, hit some threes. He just was very accurate from the free throw line. He was, 2, 4, 6 of 7 from the free throw line. So just an all-around well-padded stat sheet for Mr. Thomas Allred.
And a lot of, let's see, how many Templars did they get in double figures? We were
4.
talking about that. 4 in double figures. Almost to that for Alders. Almost 5 of them there. And you get 8 points out of your other man, McFarland. Well, he had the 4s going today. 4 blocked shots. I think he might have had 5, really. 4 steals and 8 points. McFarland's value was pretty immense.
Well, I was glad as a team that they got into the 70s. I kind of was like, hey, don't make me look stupid here. I said the winning team's going to get in the 70s, and when it was 24-24, I'm like, oh, goodness.
That would look almost like that 100% chance of snow that didn't happen the other day, you know. So, we don't want to be in company with the weatherman.
I'm glad they found their stride, and they really put the pedal to the metal that second half. And that if you follow the Templars throughout the season, that's the type of basketball that we've been accustomed to seeing. Very explosive. And it just bodes well for them that at any given time they can push out a run of 10 to 12 points and take over a game.
Well, let's take a look here on our postgame show presented by Sunrise Engineering at the team stats. Manti Templars ended up 6 of 18 on the threes for 33% and 22 of 35 on the twos. A lot of those were layups, 62% there, 52% overall shooting. For San Juan, 6 of 19, 31% on the threes, 14 of 32 on the twos. 43%. They shot 39% today. So Manti at 52%, San Juan 39%. Manti 80% on free throws, San Juan at about 60%. Manti got the rebounding award today. They out-rebounded San Juan 31-23, particularly in the second half, and Manti ended up with 10 offensive rebounds. Points off rebounds, 7 San Juan, 5 Manti. Turnovers, Manti ended up the game with 28, but about 24 really, 23 there. 20 for San Juan. Manti did score 20 points after the San Juan turnover, and Manti had 14 fast break points today. So those stats, appreciate Bob Ballman keeping those for us here. And we'll take this final break and come back with a summary, game flow chart, and look at the brackets on the Sunrise Engineering post-game show.
Basketball season is officially upon us, and once again the Manti Templars are heating up the court. And this year Gunnison Valley Hospital is pleased to bring the game straight to your radio. But you don't have to be a Templar to be in good hands. Gunnison Valley Hospital has been serving the local community for more than 75 years. Whether you need a routine checkup or are seeking a specialist, Gunnison Valley Hospital can get you the care you deserve. Cutting-edge technology, hometown convenience. That's Gunnison Valley Hospital.
Back here on our post-game show presented by Sunrise Engineering. Let's take a look at the game flow chart and summary then. It was a tight game and tied. In the first half, 24-24, was San Juan leading by 2 at the end of the first period. Manti then outscored San Juan by 21 points in that third quarter at 30-9, and they outscore them at 26-18. Final score 76-59 at final tonight. Manti winning over San Juan. That wraps up our Sunrise Engineering post-game show. Red Jackson, Larry Masco bidding good evening.
You've been listening to exciting high school basketball action on South Central Utah sports leaders, Mid-Utah Radio and Centricom Channel 10. This sports broadcast has been brought to you by sports-minded sponsors throughout South Central Utah. Join us next time for more exciting high school basketball action on Centricom Channel 10 and Mid-Utah Radio.
Coming out of the timeout, it is going to be Enterprise basketball. It's the Layton Christian Eagles against the Enterprise Wolves. Final game of the quarterfinals here at the Sevier Valley Center for 2A boys basketball. Winner will advance to play Manti in the semis late tomorrow evening, but it's Enterprise who has come out and taken the early lead in this game with 5:22 to play. The Wolves are up 6-2. Layton Christian switches up the defense and they will press. Enterprise able to get across the timeline. Pressure on the edge and now driving in, bounce underneath. Kick back out. Two Enterprise players in the same vicinity, but they're able to get rid of the basketball. Pass around the arch. Try to go inside, batted and stolen away by the Layton Christian Eagles. Pushing the basketball. Slow things up and on the offensive set. Munoz open for three, and the triple is missed. Fighting for the rebound, Enterprise comes away with the basketball. Going up for the shot, which is no good, but there will be a whistle. And we'll see two shots from the line for the Enterprise Wolves in a 6-2 game. That favors Enterprise. 6-2 still the score. Make that 7. Munoz picked up the last foul against Layton Christian. That's his first personal. Both teams sitting at one team foul apiece at this point in the ball game as we reach midway point of the first period. One more free throw from the line is good. Layton Christian, the top-ranked team in 2A basketball, down by 6 against Enterprise at the Sevier Valley Center in Richfield. To the elbow, kick out. Come in, angle, find the open look, but can't finish it off at the rim. Camille is shut down. Layton Christian will have the basketball on their end of the floor. Ball movement around the perimeter. Whistle, block call, that will be against Enterprise. Jake Jones will pick up the foul for Enterprise, non-shooting foul. It'll be Jones's first personal, second team for Enterprise. Layton Christian down by 6. Try to go inside and can't. Kick out, fake a 3, drive in baseline and to the rim, but again, short off the front of it. Missing an open shot, Enterprise will have the rebound. 3 on the other end, short. Ball batted, saved by Layton Christian. They have possession. Torres down the floor to Munoz. Reverse layup is in, and the lead is now 4. Layton Christian continues to put on the pressure in the front court. And a whistle that'll be given against Torres. As Enterprise attempts to come across the timeline. Ramos checks back into the game for Enterprise. Wolf basketball, stolen away, loose on the court. Layton Christian has it, put it in on the other end. A steal and a bucket for Shima Gasana. Now Ricky Ramos able to get across to Jones at the timeline. Jones will dribble behind his back, kick it back over around the perimeter. Down low to Ramos in the corner, left side. Feed in, down low, shot, short. Missed in the paint. Ball loose. It's going to be Layton Christian basketball. And the Eagles with a little momentum here coming into another timeout. 8-6. Enterprise on top. 2:53 to play in the first period. Both teams with 2 team fouls apiece at the early stages of this game. Earlier on in the morning, it was South Summit knocking off Parowan. in the first game of the morning. South Summit advanced, and they will take on Emory, who came back from 5 points down with just a few minutes to play and beat Summit in overtime. Emory and South Summit in the first semi tomorrow. Manti was all over San Juan in the second half, and they run away with it over the Broncos. Manti advances to play the winner of this game between Layton Christian and Enterprise. The first semi between South Summit and Emory begins at 7:30 tomorrow. The second not until 9:10 with Manti and the winner of this game. Consolation games will be played at 4:10 and 5:50 late tomorrow. After the timeout, Enterprise basketball, their end of the court. Enterprise in yellow, good feed inside, and the bucket is good. Travis Doherty on the bucket on the Enterprise side. Ball movement now for Layton Christian. Down by 4, ball on the baseline. Munoz will drive, and there is a double dribble violation. That'll be against Layton Christian, and the Enterprise Wolves have the ball back. Ahead over Layton Christian, 10-6. Man-to-man full court pressure put on. Enterprise across the timeline. Splitting the D all the way. Now a kick out, whistle, offensive. Layton Christian ball. Isaac Wallen will pick up the offensive charge. And that'll be his first personal. 3 team fouls for Enterprise, 2 on the board right now for Layton Christian, with the Eagles down by 4, wearing the white and with the basketball. Torres to Munoz, around the arch they go. Feed inside, whistle on the floor. Remains with Layton Christian. Ricky Ramos will pick up the foul. That's his first personal, 4th team. Shirtliff will check in for Enterprise just before the inbound here. And Layton Christian continues to hold the basketball. Now they drive in, jumper in the paint, no whistle. Offensive again. Both teams with an offensive foul on the possession, back to back. And the ball goes back to Enterprise, 10-6. Talon Barrett picks up the whistle. His first personal. 3rd team foul against Layton Christian. 1:49 to play in the first period. Doherty hands off to Shirtliff. They work around the perimeter. Back to Doherty on the wing. Jake Jones, left side. Jones will set a screen. Now Ramos, corner. Ball knocked out of bounds off of Enterprise. Ricky Ramos not quite ready for the pass, and it's still 10-6 Layton Christian basketball. Franco Tufano checking in for Layton Christian. He'll come in for Ivan Camili. With the basketball, Tylon Barrett has the dribble on the left side. Now tries to cross over. Good move into the paint. Blocked by Doherty, and there will be a foul. They'll say body contact. It looked like it was clean with the hand on the ball, but they are going to get Doherty with the body. And that will put on the line Talon Barrett, one of the many seniors on this Layton Christian squad. Talon will pick up his 2nd personal foul. Sorry, the foul was actually on Jake Jones. Sorry, that's his 2nd personal. To the line is Talon, and he will hit the first. Lead is cut down to 2. 5 team fouls for Enterprise, 3 on Layton Christian with a $1:10 on the clock. Still in the first period. Doherty comes right side. Bounces back out to Jones. Doherty on the block. Spins. Tries to post. Can't. Ball loose. Enterprise will pick it up. They hold possession with the clock under a minute. Ramos. Doherty left edge. Continue the ball movement on the perimeter. Nothing going on inside. Now a spin around jumper for Jones is good on the baseline, 10 feet away, and give it to him. The lead back to 4. 12-8, clock ticking down to under 30 seconds to play in the first period. Enterprise looking for the upset. Kick out, Munoz, corner 3, too strong, off the back iron. Rebounded by Layton Christian. They'll have an extra possession and a chance to get a shot at the buzzer. Driving in, Torres, kick out, another 3, opposite corner, missed again, out of bounds, off of Franco Tufano, and it's going to be Enterprise basketball. "11 seconds for the Wolves to work with to try and get off a shot before the buzzer. Already up by 4. Whistle. We'll call that against Layton Christian. Batista with the call on the whistle. That's his first personal, 4th team foul on the Eagles. Now 7.5 seconds for the Wolves. Across the timeline. Getting to the 3. Drive, kick out. Ramos for 3. Up and out, no. Missed it at the buzzer. And it's a 4-point advantage after 1 period of play with Enterprise over Layton Christian. Last boys game of the day today at the Sevier Valley Center in Richfield. Live coverage streamed online with the help of Centricom Channel 10. Powered by Centricom and given to you through Deseret News and KSL. Held at the Snow College Richfield campus. The big orange and blue S for Snow College and the Sevier Valley Center. This basketball floor was originally used as a Final Four court for the NCAA Girls March Madness Tournament about 4 or 5 years ago. And the Sevier Valley Center was able to get their hands on it once it was finished up with the NCAA and the tournament. And the Badgers have it at the Sevier Valley Center. Phenomenal floor. Of course, the high school players throughout the day are playing on a collegiate-sized floor, a little bit bigger than what is in the average high school gym. After the second period of play, 12-8. Again, the winner of this game advancing to take on Manti at 9:10 tomorrow in the semifinals. Loser will advance to play San Juan in the consolation bracket. That game will be on about 5:50 in the evening. Turnover on Enterprise on their first possession out of the break. Layton Christian has it downloaded Torres. Top of the floor is Torres. Finds Gasana, right edge. Back Torres. Torres dribbles away from a screen, goes to the hole left side. Good move by Torres to dribble away from the screen, fake the pass, and goes in for 2 on the left side. Lead is cut down to a double, 12-10. Enterprise with the basketball. Work it down low inside, ball batted, loose, picked up by Wallen. He still has the dribble. Bounces to Ramos. Corner 3. Air ball by Shirtliff. And the rebound pulled in by Layton Christian. They transition. Munoz on the other side. Good. Perfect ball movement in transition. Torres back to Munoz. And a technical foul given to Munoz on the other end as he got tied up with Enterprise. He gets teed up and Enterprise will shoot here. Gerardo Munoz with the tee. Layton Christian doesn't like the call. But on the other end for Enterprise, they'll get 2 shots here. One more coming from the line. And they're both good off the technical. 14-12. Jake Jones and Connor Phelps check into the game for Enterprise. And it's going to be Wolf basketball. 14-12 to play in the second period, 6:51. That was Munoz's second personal foul. 5 team fouls for each team at this point in the game. Up top is Phelps. Dribbles under the wing. Pivots. Ramos to Jones. Now inside, Doherty, ball loose and again taken away by Layton Christian. In transition on the other side, Tylon Barrett to the rim, good, and give him the foul as well. Tylon Barrett went in strong and he goes to the line for 1 extra. Ramos will pick up the foul. And his second personal foul. 16 foul for Enterprise. And to the line we have Tylon Barrett. This to give Layton Christian their first lead of the ball game. Shot is up and gave it to him. It's a 1-point lead for the Eagles. 15-14. Down the floor comes Connor Phelps. Tied up in the corner, gets rid of the basketball. Isaac Wallen, left side. Skip it up high to Ramos. Layton Christian pressures, and almost a backcourt violation, but Enterprise able to save it. Doherty up high. Now to Ramos' corner. Trapped in the corner, has to get rid of the basketball, and there's going to be a timeout called by Enterprise as Ramos was trapped, and they had to call the timeout to avoid the foul or a turnover. Enterprise whistle, or Enterprise timeout, 30-second timeout. Layton Christian coming into this game ranked as the #1 team in two-way boys basketball from the Deseret News high school basketball rankings. Last week, Layton Christian dominated North Summit 65-53, the final in that game, in the play-in game. Layton Christian, the #1 seed coming out of Region 14. Enterprise, meanwhile, coming out of Region 13 as the #3 seed. Held off a late North Severe rally last week in the play-in to win 47-44. And in this one, it's 15-14, a close game in this quarterfinal matchup. Layton Christian holding the first lead of the game. Coming off a transition 2 that led to a foul, and the extra bucket was in. Two-way girls basketball quarterfinals are coming up after this one. Our next game in the girls bracket will be South Summit against Kanab. The first of 4 quarterfinal matchup for the girls here at the Sevier Valley Center. After the timeout, Enterprise will have the basketball. They'll inbound in front of the Layton Christian bench. Isaac Wallen to throw this one in. Wallen looks deep, comes to his left, finds Connor Phelps. Phelps works around to the perimeter, left side. Ramos inside, look to Jones, and Jake Jones with a shot fake. Defender in the air, and then almost a steal by Connor Phelps on the inbound. But it remains Layton Christian basketball. Trailing now by 1. Drive in, Batista. Hand off Torres. Around the arch comes Layton Christian. They'll reset the offense up high to Torres. 3, Batista missed, and Enterprise will have the rebound. Coming down with it was Jake Jones. Phelps in the front court. He has the spin. Kick out. Nothing for Wallen. Back up top to Phelps. Around the arch. Now Wallen open 3 corner. Too strong. Rebound to Tylon Barrett. Layton Christian with the basketball. Trailing by 1. Dribble behind the back. Connor Phelps comes away with a steal. Phelps outlet to Ramos. Ramos will slow down. Defense there. Ball moving around the perimeter. Doherty open 3 off the mark left side. Wallen on the rebound and a whistle. Torres will foul for Layton Christian. It'll be 16 fouls now for Layton Christian. Both teams with 6, so shooting 1-1 at least for the rest of this half. Munoz checks back in for Layton Christian. Also, Michael Doherty checks in for Enterprise. It is Michael Doherty, right side. Pass up top. Bounce down low inside to other Doherty to Travis, and it doesn't go in off the finger roll. Rebounded in transition. Layton Christian to Munoz, and he can't convert it on the other end. Ball loose, volleyball. Players on the floor. Travel call as two Enterprise players got wrapped up or on the court behind Talon Barrett, and Barrett just tripped over him trying to go up, and he's called with the travel, and Enterprise will have the basketball back. 4:22 to play in the second. Both teams with 6 fouls in a 1-point game. Left side corner is Isaac Wallen. Comes in baseline. Trapped and shut down. Skip it up high to Michael Doherty. And now Travis Doherty, another triple attempt, is missed. Long outlet pass in transition, trying to find Batista. He can't control the basketball, out of bounds, but last touch by Enterprise, and it will stay with the Layton Christian Eagles on their end of the court. 16-15, 1-point advantage for Layton Christian. Munoz up high. Ball moving around the arch. Camille now an open three off the mark, right side, missed by Talon Barrett. Enterprise will rebound, and they have the basketball up by 1. Bounce to the left to Wallen, gets to the left elbow. Jumper from the free throw line, missed everything on the fadeaway. Jake Jones, and out of bounds. 3:28 to play before halftime. Both teams have hit a drought. No points in a couple minutes. Shima Gisana will take the dribble across the timeline. Finds Munoz, right jumper on the elbow. Off the front rim, missed by Munoz, but a rebound Batista. Batista tries to drive, can't. Cross-court pass, extra pass for the open three from Gisana is missed. Rebounded by Enterprise, ball loose, and Enterprise will have it. Michael Doherty bounces across the timeline, cross-court pass over to Wallen. Isaac Wallen comes in angle. Puts it up with 2 hands off the backboard, and it's a 3-point lead for Enterprise, up 18-15. 2:45 to play before half. Layton Christian, Munoz on the block, shot fake and then go up with it. Munoz another 2 and the lead back to 1. Look down low to Doherty, can't find Travis. They have to skip it up top to Jake Jones. Now down to Travis. Spin, shot fake, extra pump, doesn't go, but he gets his own rebound. Put up, no, and a foul. Looked like a clean block from Talon Barrett, except for the body contact. And to the line is going Travis Doherty. He'll have 2 shots and also the 17th foul against the Layton Christian. So it'll be 1-1, of course, down the stretch in the half. 2:14 to play in the second, and to the line for 2 shots is Travis Doherty. He nails the first. One more from the line here for Travis. In a 2-point game, 19-17. Shot is up and counted. Personal foul was given to Munoz in his 3rd personal foul. Munoz is checked out of the game. Torres, left wing for Layton Christian, finds a screen, dribbles forward into it to Barrett. Ball knocked out of bounds. Barrett couldn't quite handle it, and it is going to be Enterprise basketball with 1:54 on the clock and a timeout taken by Layton Christian. Down by 3 against Enterprise, 20-17, and the top-ranked team in the state is in trouble. .154 left to play in the second period as Enterprise trying to pull the upset and take down Layton Christian, advance to play Manti in the semifinal matchup tomorrow. That will be, once again, a late game 9-10, Manti against the winner of this Layton Christian Enterprise game. The other semi is between South Summit and Emory. That's a 7:30 matchup. In the consolation bracket tomorrow, it's going to be Parowan taking on Summit Academy. That game to be played at 4:10. And the other consolation, the San Juan Broncos will take on the loser of this game at 5:50 tomorrow evening. Championship round to be played on Saturday. Girls quarterfinals coming up later today. Or in fact, right after this game, we'll see South Summit Kanab in the first quarterfinal of the girls, followed by North Sevier, Summit Academy, Delta North Summit after that. And the last game of the evening, set to tip off at 9:10 tonight, will be Manti and Millard. After the Layton Christian timeout, it's going to be Enterprise basketball, and the Eagles are going to pressure. They're going to press the whole way of the floor. Trying to get a steal on the inbound. It's able to go to Ricky Ramos. 1:51 to play in the second. Connor Phelps. Phelps across half court. Man-man defense for Layton Christian. Flick behind to Ramos. Jones. Up high. Down low is Doherty. Free throw line, kick back out. Ball movement around the perimeter. Doherty just down low below the elbow. Flick it over to the right corner. Ball movement back up high. Shot fake, drive in, defense collapse. Doherty has missed a couple threes. He elects not to take that one. Pass around the arch. Isaac Wallen, back up top, Jones. Try to feed it down low to Doherty, and it's stolen away by Layton Christian. Tufano with the steal. Across half court, right wing. Trying to get to the hole but can't. Kicks it back out to Gasana with 56 seconds left to play in the half. Batista will slow the game down and have the dribble in the front court. Bounce to Tufano in the corner. He drives in, gets to the hole, shot. Offensive charge. Drawing the charge was Ricky Ramos for Enterprise. And they're going to give the whistle to Franco Tufano offensively. Shirtliff checking in for Enterprise. And also Camille back into the game for Layton Christian as well. Apologize to our viewers. The roster I had was incorrect. So number 10 for Layton Christian is actually Trajan Hawkins rather than Batista. Trajan Hawkins. Enterprise will have a chance to hit the last shot of the half heading into the locker room. Clock ticks down to 8, driving in, and a underhand layup is going to be short and missed by Connor Phelps. Layton Christian in transition, 1 second, up and in, and giving the foul just before the buzzer sounds, and going to the line is Shima Gasana. And a chance for Layton Christian to tie it up at mid-game. Coden Hunt checks in for Enterprise for this last 0.8 seconds before halftime, and to the line is Shima Gasana. And he can't convert, and Enterprise holds on to the 1-point lead heading into the locker room, 20-19.
I can do a long pregame, and I'll do a real short postgame, and then you can get right into your more severe one, huh?
Yes, you can take over in the fourth quarter anytime you want. It is Enterprise leading Layton Christian coming out of the locker rooms by a score of 20-19. Scoring leaders in that game, a balanced in the first half, balanced attack for Enterprise. 3 points for Jake Jones, 2 points for Travis Doherty, Isaac Wallen, Ricky Ramos, and 1 for Michael Doherty. For the Eagles, it was 5 points for Talon. Sorry, those are, it's actually 7 points for Talon Barrett, 6 for Munoz, 4 for Gasana, and 2 for Torres. And that gives us our score here. Finally, Munoz down low. He'll be fouled quickly, 10 seconds in. And we'll see Munoz go to the line. In the first half, the Eagles shot 3 out of 4 from the charity stripe. This will be the first attempts for Munoz in the game. Ties it up at 20. Personal foul was given to Jake Jones for Enterprise as Munoz misses the free throw. Rebounded by Enterprise. That was Jones's third personal foul in the game, so he'll have to be careful for the rest of the way out. 7:40 to play in the third, tied up at 20. Layton Christian has held the lead once in this game, but only for a few short minutes. They'll try and get it here. Gasana, kick out and will travel. A little too slow on the decision, took the extra step, and it goes back to Enterprise with 7:30 to play in the third. Layton Christian will pressure on the inbound. Able to dump it off inside to Coden Hunt on the corner. And the defense will follow the offense back down the court. Coden dribbles behind his back and able to get across the timeline. Finds Wallen. He tests angle but can't get there. Ramos back to Wallen. Bounce out to Jones for the jumper. Missed it from 8 away. Rebounded by Layton Christian. Camille on the rebound. Torres crosses over, drives, kicks out. Fake the jumper, pass it down low on the baseline to Barrett. Takes one dribble, now goes up top to Torres, launches the three, and will be missed. Big rebound for Jake Jones, and the score remains tied at 20. Ramos dribbles out of the corner, pass the ball around, find Hunt up top. Bounce down low to Doherty on the block, spins around, and a shot fake, and then hooked it in right hand. Travis Doherty for the double down low. Now driving in, the jumper fadeaway, kiss off the glass is not there. Missed by Taylon Barrett, rebounded by Enterprise. Wolves up by 2. Coden Hunt with the dribble, comes around, picks it up, skips it to Ramos, wide open for 3, missed it deep, overshot the rim, rebounded by Layton Christian. Munoz in the front court. He'll pull up a 3. Too far high off the rim. Rebounded though by Layton Christian, the long rebound. Torres will bring it in. Reset the offense with Kasana. Now jumper elbow from Camille. Gets the front row but doesn't go in. Rebound and the foul. Taylon Barrett with the rebound. He goes up and will be fouled, and we'll see 2 shots from the line for him. Whistle goes against Isaac Wallen. Actually, they're going to give it to Jake Jones. That's his 4th. So 2 quick fouls in this half already for Jake in the first 2.5 minutes. And we'll see Jones come out, and likely won't see him for a long time. Subbing in for Jones is going to be Shirtliff. Also in the game for Layton Christian is Franco Tufano. Tufano comes in for Torres. 2 team fouls for Enterprise. No fouls of the half at this point for Layton Christian. 1 out of 2 from the free throw line for Taylon Barrett. Also back into the game for Enterprise is Connor Phelps. He'll sub in for Coden Hunt. Layton Christian again will pressure off the inbound. Bounce to Phelps. Phelps working against Tufano down the floor. 1-point game in favor of Enterprise as Phelps will pick up the dribble, bounce it down low, able to find Shirtliff. Can't get the shot off, pivot around, kick the ball out to the corner. Munoz comes up with a steal, ball loose on the court, and we'll have a travel violation. Munoz went down to get the ball and then rolled, and that'll result in the travel. If you go down, you cannot roll. So Enterprise will keep the basketball on their end of the court. 5:16 to play in the third. Inbound play, shot fake, put it up, give him the foul. Shirtliff on the shot fake, gets the defender up in the air and then goes up strong with it. And it extends the lead to 3 for Enterprise. Taylon Barrett will pick up the foul, his 2nd personal. First team foul of the half for Layton Christian. Missing the free throw, and the rebound comes down to Camille. 3-point advantage for Enterprise. Ball loose across half court. Picked up, though, by Tufano. Tufano goes to the rim. Shot is up. Wild pass over his head and around his back. Wild shot, rather. And there is going to be a block call against Enterprise, so that will put Franco Tufano on the line. Shirtliff will pick up the whistle. That's his first personal foul. 3rd team foul against Enterprise. 2 shots coming for Tufano. He's a junior for Layton Christian. Lead is cut to 2. Been a number of ties in this game, but only 2 lead changes. Layton Christian had it for a few minutes before Enterprise took it back. Now it's a 1-point game, 24-23. 5 to play in the third. Connor Phelps dribbling, working against Gasana across the timeline at mid-floor. He'll dribble to the left wing, still has the dribble left hand, finds some separation, comes in angle, picks up the dribble and has to kick out. Shirtliff. Bounce to Wallen, top of the floor. Now Phelps again up high. Hand off to Wallen, bounce down low to Doherty. Defense is there, he dribbles to the corner, and ball movement has Ramos up top. Wallen can't hold the pass, now he brings it back down in. Ramos tests the angle, dribbles to the corner, wants to pass to Doherty, but Ramos will be trapped. A whistle and a timeout taken for Enterprise. 4:22 to play in the third period, and Enterprise will use one of their timeouts, up by 1 over Layton Christian, 24-23, a 30-second timeout for Enterprise. The Enterprise Wolves coming in as the number 3 seed out of Region 15, behind Parowan and Beaver in the region. Layton Christian, the number 1 seed out of the 14 region up north. Enterprise, the designated visiting team. You can see them in the yellow today. Layton Christian, the home team, will be in white. Final game of the quarterfinal matchups for 2A boys basketball at the Sevier Valley Center in Richfield. Girls to follow this one. Enterprise will have Phelps in the front court corner. Phelps makes a spin move and gets out of a trap. Ball movement has Ramos. Now to Shirtliff up high, back to Ricky. Corner. Ricky will take a couple quick dribbles and now skip it up high to Connor Phelps. Midway through the third period in a 1-point game. 3 team fouls for Enterprise, 1 for Layton Christian. Driving baseline, now a kick out. It's going to be a backcourt violation. Trying to go to Doherty, and Doherty I think thought it was tipped and touched, but it wasn't. So backcourt, and Enterprise will turn it over. Layton Christian basketball at midcourt. Munoz, pass to Camille. He'll kick out left corner Barrett. Back up top Munoz. Perimeter movement, Gasana lobs it in. Down low to Tufano, dribbles, and Tufano tries to pass it to the baseline and instead throws it out of bounds. Nobody was there. .336 to play in the game. Enterprise holding on to that 1-point lead. Ricky Ramos goes to Phelps behind him. Right edge Shirtliff. Up high Phelps again, back to Ramos left wing. Now cutting in, good pass, going up and a foul as Ramos hit Wallen, cutting straight down the center, and Wallen is fouled on his way up. And we'll see Isaac Wallen take 2 shots from the line. Talon Barrett will pick up his third personal foul. For Enterprise, Jake Jones is on the bench. He picked up his 4th personal foul a few moments ago as the free throw was good. Jones only had 2 fouls in the locker room at halftime, but picked up 2 quick ones early in the third to give him 4. Second free throw is missed and rebounded by Layton Christian. It's a 2-point lead. Ball's loose coming across half court, tipped on the court, out of bounds. It will be Enterprise basketball. Ivan Camille lost the handle on it coming across the timeline. Connor Phelps and Ricky Ramos were both there to make it difficult for him. Back into the game for the Eagles is Torres and Hawkins. Connor Phelps will push his way across the timeline, gets to the elbow, kicks out to Ramos on the wing. Clock hits 3 minutes. Bounce to Wallen. Now Ramos again up top. Drive in, angle, lean, and put it up, and put it in. Shirtliff, 2 points off the lean in, and it's 27-23, largest lead of the game for Enterprise. Munoz drives, kick out, 3 for Hawkins. Rolls around the rim and comes out on the other end. Enterprise rebounds up by 4. 2:28 to play in the third. Wallen left side. Still has a dribble, now he takes it. Kicks it over to Phelps. Wallen left. Bounce to the elbow, able to find Shirtliff. Again up high. Phelps in the right corner. Kasana gets set to check back in for Layton Christian as a steal from Torres. And a good defensive recovery for Connor Phelps as he swatted the ball out of Torres' hands as he went up for it, and no whistle, just going to be a clean block Clean strip, and it will be Layton Christian ball underneath on their own baseline. Into the game for Enterprise is Coden Hunt. On the inbound, they'll bounce to Gasana, right corner. He'll dribble top of the floor. Torres left edge. Feed it to the baseline, drive in, Tufano, put it up and in. Franco Tufano, drive from the elbow, rather. And it's 27-25. Ball loose coming across half court, picked up by Enterprise, and a push-off. Easy call. Shirtliff extends the arm, and that will be an offensive foul. 1:30 to play in the third, and it's a 2-point game, 27-25. 4 team fouls right now for Enterprise. That'll be the second personal on Shirtliff. 2 team fouls for Layton Christian. Now Enterprise is going to pressure. Inbound to Hawkins. Good dribbling by Hawkins to get away from the pressure across half court. Able to find Tufano again, and the ball's knocked out of bounds. Tufano tried the same thing to drive in from the elbow, but the defense was there. Loses control of the basketball. Last to touch it was Layton Christian, and it's Enterprise basketball. Still up by 2. Layton Christian having a hard time getting over the hump. They've actually tied the game, but have not held the lead in a while. 1:10 to play in the third. Hawkins. Left side to Phelps in the wing. Finds an open seam. Drives in. Missed it deep. But there will be a foul and 2 shots coming from the line for Connor Phelps. Tufano was going to pick up the foul, his second personal. So again, it's Connor Phelps to shoot 2. With Enterprise up 2, he makes it 3. Back into the game for Layton Christian is Ivan Camili. He'll come in for Munoz. Third team foul after the last whistle against Layton Christian. And it remains a 1-possession game. Up by 3 is Enterprise. Enterprise gets a steal on the inbound. Extra possession. Phelps, he's able to find Shirtliff. And they'll run the offensive set up high with 53 seconds to play before the end of the third. Still anybody's game. Phelps able to go down low. Shirtliff in the paint. Whistle. Block call against Layton Christian. And we'll see 2 shots coming from the free throw line. Taking those is going to be Shirtliff after he drove in. Trajan Hawkins will pick up the foul, his second personal foul. 4th team foul for Layton Christian, so now both teams with 4 fouls apiece. Free throw good. 4-point lead for Enterprise, 29-25. This to make it a 5-point game. And it is 43 seconds for Layton Christian to get an answer. Hawkins will have the dribble. Actually, it's Torres across the timeline. Goes to Hawkins, to the rim, and nothing. Rebound for Enterprise. Phelps will dribble across the timeline, 26 seconds. Goes behind him to Shirtliff. Right side Wallen. Perimeter pressure for Layton Christian, man-to-man. 15 seconds. Hunt in the corner. Front court corner. He goes all the way to the rim. Blocked from behind by Layton Christian. Hawkins with the clean block. Feed to Camili. To the rim. No. And there is going to be an Enterprise foul. Block is the call. And we'll see 2 free throws with the clock stopped at 1.3. Isaac Wallen will pick up the foul. His 3rd personal, 15th foul for Enterprise. And taking the 2 shots for Layton Christian is going to be Ivan Camili. Just to make it a 1-possession game. If he can knock down both, the first is there. 4-point advantage for Enterprise. As checking in for the Wolves is Ricky Ramos. Coden Hunt will have a seat on the bench as Ramos comes in. Second free throw attempt here for Ivan Camili. And it's good. Enterprise will put off the full court buzzer beater here, and it'll be well short. 30-27 is the score after 3 periods of play here at the Sevier Valley Center. It's Enterprise on top over Layton Christian by 3. Once again, immediately following this game, we will continue our coverage powered by Centricom Channel 10. Live on Deseret News, KSL, it's the 2A girls quarterfinal. Still 4 more games to go after this one. First one is Kanab against South Summit. And then following that game, North Sevier takes on Summit Academy, followed by Delta, North Summit, and Manti and Millard finish off the evening for the girls bracket. That last game will tip off at 9:10 this evening. Quarterfinals on Centricom Channel 10. Phenomenal venue here at the Sevier Valley Center in Richfield, part of the Snow College Richfield campus. You can see a 3-point advantage for the designated visiting team, the guests leading Layton Christian 30-27. Foul trouble for Enterprise, 1 player with 4 personal fouls, and that is Jake Jones. He sat the last 6 minutes or so of the third period after picking up 2 quick ones in this half. 5 team fouls coming out of the break for Enterprise, 4 team fouls for Layton Christian coming out of the break. About midway through this 4th period, we'll have pregame coverage for the Kanab South Summit girls begin on local radio, while we continue at the same time our coverage of this game here. Stolen by Torres. Torres on the other end, up and give him the 2 points off the steal. Looks like Torres got poked in the eye though, and there's going to be an official timeout. Torres with the steal. I didn't see it. Didn't see if it came at the steal or after the bucket. And they'll take some time to examine Torres. Phenomenal play, and it's a 2-point game now, and Torres is going to check out. And coming in for him is Trajan Hawkins. Torres getting some attention on the side in front of his bench. Looks like his left eye. And he'll just take a few moments to recuperate. It's a 1-point game, Enterprise basketball, 30-29. Wolves on top wearing the yellow. And it's going to be a reach-in foul call against Shima-Gisana in the front court on the reach. First personal foul for Gisana in the game. 5th team foul for Layton Christian. Now both teams with 5. 7:25 to go in the game and a 1-point game. Connor Phelps drives, kick out. Wallen had a 3 that was tipped, I believe, by Layton Christian and knocked it out of bounds. It was well short. I think Barrett got a finger on it. It will remain with Enterprise down low on their end of the court. Wallen to throw this in. Bounces down low to Doherty. Good feed off the inbound play, and Doherty gets 2. 32-29. Camille, he'll take it all the way in, and Camille jiving in the paint, splits the D, cuts right back to his left, finds the open seam, and it's back to 1, 32-31. Ball handling is Ricky Ramos in the front court. Finds Phelps, picks up the dribble, looks back to Ramos, not there, bounce to the elbow as Doherty has the ball loose, taken away by Layton Christian. For the lead, Gisana, yes! No whistle, it's clean, and it's a 1-point lead for Layton Christian. Ball loose again on the other side, Doherty picks it up, dribble on the paint, he goes up and is fouled. Stopping the clock at 6:29, and it's 33-32. Second lead of the game for Layton Christian. But just like the last time, it's a chance for Doherty to give the lead right back to Enterprise quickly. That foul was the 4th personal foul on Taylon Barrett. So now he is in foul trouble, and it looks like Layton Christian will elect to keep Barrett in the game with 6:29 left to play. Doherty, this to tie it, does. 33 all. Coming into the game is Coden Hunt. He'll check in for Connor Phelps of Enterprise. Lead Enterprise, 34-33. Torres will come back in. Checking in for Hawkins. Torres left just a few moments ago with the poked eye and back in the game. 16 fouls for Layton Christian, 5 for Enterprise. Ball movement around the perimeter. Torres, jumper from the free throw line is missed. Batted out of bounds, stays with Layton Christian. Camille on the missed field goal. Back in Enterprise is Jake Jones. Jones has been sitting for pretty much a full quarter since he picked up his 4th personal foul. 34-33. Layton Christian basketball, trailing by 1 against Enterprise, 6:13 to play in the game. Jumper inside the 3 line, missed off the left side, and Jake Jones will get the rebound. 6 minutes to play. Ball batted. Enterprise able to come down with it. Kick out, cross-court pass, long 3. Ramos nails it. Ricky from the left wing, and it's 37-33. 5:45 to play in the game. Perimeter movement. Torres with it up high, finds a screen. Passes right to Gasana, back to Torres. Bounce to Munoz. Munoz drives in. Jump in the paint, drop it down and in. Cuts the lead back to 37-35. Spinning across is Coden Hunt. Ramos fakes another 3, instead goes to Wallen. And Wallen, he hits it. Back-to-back triples for Enterprise. And the Wolves lead by 5. Torres looks to Camille, back to Torres, drives in the lane, fakes the pass to the left, and lays it up with the left hand on the left side of the rim. Remains a 3-point game, 40-37. Doherty left corner, tries to bounce the ball, batted, tipped, and it is Enterprise basketball. They'll say Gasana was the last to touch it. In for Layton Christian is Tufano back into the game. He'll sub in for Camille. Wolves to inbound in front of their own bench. Bounce it all the way down to Doherty on the block, and Doherty spins and scores. What an inbound play from the front court. Bounce it all the way to the block for 2. Lead back to 5, 42-37. We reach the midway point of the 4th period. Kick out. Torres, the triple, too strong. Rebound comes down to Munoz. Munoz spins on the perimeter, and a timeout's going to be called. Taken by Layton Christian, who trails by 5. 4:06 to play in the game. It's 42-37. Manti Templars watching closely. Find out who their opponent is going to be in the semifinal round, which will take place tomorrow. The game to be tipped off late, about 9:10 tomorrow evening. Loser of this game will drop down into the consolation bracket to play the San Juan Broncos at 5:50 tomorrow. All the games continue to be played here at the Sevier Valley Center in Richfield in the Snow College Richfield campus. Great venue, great hosts. 4:06 to play in this game, and Enterprise trying to knock off the top-ranked team in the state, according to the Deseret News 2A boys basketball rankings. With foul trouble in the last few minutes of the game, Enterprise Jake Jones has 4. And Layton Christian's Talon Barrett also with 4. 5 team fouls right now for Enterprise. 16 fouls in the half for Layton Christian. Again, in just a few moments, local pregame coverage for radio will begin for the next game, which is a girls matchup, South Summit and Kanab. That will pregame coverage will begin likely during this game as we continue the coverage of this one as well. Jumper from the elbow is missed, and there is going to be a whistle on the shot was Tufano. And they're going to call Enterprise with contact on the jumper, so Tufano to the line for 2. Sixth team foul against Enterprise. That's the 3rd personal being given to Ricky Ramos. Big free throws, and the first is good. One more would give Tufano and the Layton Christian Eagles a 1-possession game, trailing by 4 right now. And give it to him. 3:58 to play in the game. Inbound play, Coden Hunt. Takes a dribble across the timeline. Wallen. Bounce it down low on the block again to Doherty. Nothing there. Has to kick the ball back out. Perimeter ball movement for Enterprise. Now a pass down low. Kick back out. Ramos can't get the 3. Instead goes to Jones. Now a 3 on the left side. In and out. No good. Arching for the rebound. Can't save it. Throws it off of Layton Christian before it goes out of bounds. And off of Layton Christian. So it stays with Enterprise. Heads up play for Isaac Wallen. Skyrocketed for the rebound. Couldn't hold it, but saved it. Threw it right off Taylon Barrett. Enterprise to inbound. Throws it up high to Ramos. 3:30 to play in the 4th period. Enterprise looking to extend a 3-point lead. Bounce to the elbow, kick back out Ramos, open Wallen 3, missed off the front rim, rebounded by Munoz, and it's Layton Christian. Munoz pushing the ball all the way down the floor, free throw line, kick out. Torres, extra pass, 3, Tufano, missed it. Big rebound for Jake Jones, and Enterprise has the basketball. Both teams with 6 fouls, so at least 1-1 for the rest of the game on any foul except an offensive one. 2:53 to play in the game. Jones up top. Perimeter ball movement. Back to Jones. Jones on the elbow, kick it over to Doherty. Now back out, 3 for Wallen. No, but a foul. They'll foul Wallen on the 3. They're going to say his toe was on, yeah, they're giving him 3. Shima Gasana with the whistle, and he'll draw the foul. And so with 2:39 left to play in the 4th period, it's a 42-39 game. And that's the 17th foul for Layton Christian, 2nd personal being given to Shima Gasana. And the first free throw, as you saw, is in for Coden Hunt. He has 2 more to come in a 4-point game now. Trajan Hawkins will come into the game for Gasana for Layton Christian. Enterprise has held the lead most of the game, all but just a minute or 2. Enterprise has had 2 leads in the game, but they've been very short-lived both times. All the free throws are good, and it's 45-39. 2:30 to play in the game. Driving in, baseline, shot is missed by Talon, and another rebound for Enterprise. Good job on the rebounds here late in the game. Across half court, spin, find Jones, 3 from Wallen. There it is. Money shot for Isaac Wallen. And the largest lead of the game for the Enterprise Wolves as they now lead by 9, 48-39 with only 2:11 left to play. And it's a Layton Christian timeout. We'll take a break here, and when we return, local radio pregame coverage we'll pick up in just a few moments, actually, and then we'll have, for the girls coming up, Kanab against South Summit. Right now, it's all about this game where Enterprise has hit some big shots on the end, towards the end of the game. And they now enjoy their largest lead of the game, up by 9, 48-39. Enterprise has done a phenomenal job on the rebounds in the 4th quarter. Has given Layton Christian very few second chances, second opportunities throughout the entire game. But the Eagles still have time. They trail by 9 and still within reach with 2:11 to play in the game. It is going to be Layton Christian basketball. They need something to start clicking offensively. Torres to Hawkins. Back over to Torres. We'll work the ball around the perimeter. No shot. Now Hawkins fakes a three, drives in angle, kick out wide open for Tufano and missed it. Big skyrocketing rebound, put back is in. Getting the board and dropping in the bucket was Daylon Barrett for two. Layton Christian will pressure man-man across the court. Wallen trapped, gets rid of the basketball, loose on the court. Layton Christian will have it with the basketball. Now it's loose again, and it's Torres who will come away with it. Over to Tufano, drives, bounce to Munoz, nothing. Kick out again, another three from Tufano, and missed another one. Just not dropping on the perimeter for Tufano, and there's going to be a whistle as Ramos is trying to dribble out of pressure and is fouled from behind by Hawkins. With 1:24 to play in the game, it's a 7-point game, 48-41, Enterprise on top. That's the 8th team foul for Layton Christian, so it will put Ramos on the line shooting 1-1 on the other end. Personal foul given to Hawkins, that's his 3rd personal. Free throw is good. Eight-point advantage right now. This to make it a 3-possession game, and it is. Up by 9 is the Enterprise Wolves. 1:22 left to play in the game. Perimeter. Layton Christian needs a shot. Fake the three, drive baseline, put it up, give him the foul. Daylon Barrett will drive the baseline and knock it in. Lead is cut down to 7 and a chance for one more from Daylon. And Daylon will have one shot from the line. That was the first personal foul given to Travis Doherty for Enterprise. 7th team foul. 1:07 to play. Free throw up and good. Lead cut down to 6. Layton Christian still alive. They'll pressure in the across full court and a travel call. Layton Christian gets the ball right back. They'll catch Isaac Wallen on the travel, and Enterprise will call a timeout, leading by 6, 50-44.
Centricom Channel 10 Sports and Mid-Utah Radio, the sports leaders in South Central Utah, now present another exciting high school basketball game broadcast. This sports broadcast is brought to you by sports-minded sponsors throughout South Central Utah. And now, let's go live to the basketball court for simulcast coverage of high school basketball on Mid. Centricom Channel 10 Sports and Mid-Utah Radio, the sports leaders in South Central Utah, now present another exciting high school basketball game broadcast. This sports broadcast is brought to you by sports-minded sponsors throughout South Central Utah. And now, let's go live to the basketball court for simulcast coverage of high school basketball on Mid-Utah Radio and Centricom Channel 10.
Afternoon from Richfield for the 2A tournaments, and at the Sevier Valley Center, it's Kanab ladies basketball coming up for you. And that is presented by Honey's Marketplace, Garcane Energy, Lumber Plus, Houston Trails Inn Restaurant, Southern Utah News, CC Auto Parts, Glazier's Family Market, Kane School District, Zion Pharmacy, Kane County Hospital, Kane County Travel, Amerigas, Ramsey Oil, and Kanab Custom Meats. Our pregame show is presented by Snow College. Our halftime show presented by Southern Utah University. And our post-game show coming up presented by Sunrise Engineering. Our snow game from pregame snow. College is nationally ranked right now as the best two-year college in America with consolidated rankings by 3 publications. Apply online at snow.edu. 39 seconds remaining in the final boys game of the day as Enterprise and Layton Christian are tangled up right now with a 6-point lead for Enterprise with 40 seconds remaining. Earlier in the bracketing, South Summit and Emory and Manti pushed their ways into the semifinals. Manti with an easy win Emory in an overtime that came from behind to defeat Summit, and South Summit a win earlier today over Parowan. And in this game, Layton Christian and Enterprise with the winner to take on Manti tomorrow night. So that's what we got set up here in the girls bracketing. It'll start off here with the South Summit Kanab game, followed by North Sevier and Summit Academy. Then Delta and North Summit tonight in the late game, Manti and Millard. Coming up on our post-game show, we'll be naming our Honey's Marketplace player of the game. Delicious fried chicken served up fresh and crispy for lunch or dinner. Get the 10-piece chicken meal deal for the family tonight. That player of the afternoon for the Kanab Cowboys will be getting a dinner for the recipient and 2 friends on that one. We'll take a 2-minute timeout here, a 2-minute break on our pregame, and then be back.
Honey's Marketplace invites you to experience their fresh fried chicken for lunch or dinner. Right now, you can get their irresistible 10-piece meal deal. Honey's Marketplace also features prime quality in their meat department and always fresh, crisp produce. And it pays to shop at Honey's because you can save on your next fill-up of gasoline at Honey's Fuel Center. Save up to 30 cents per gallon when you present your grocery receipt at the Fuel Center. Fresh, friendly, and close to home. Honey's Marketplace, 260 East, 300 South in Kanab.
For over 70 years, Garcane Energy has provided quality electrical service to South Central Utah and Northern Arizona. Garcane is celebrating 75 years of operation as their first lines were energized in December of 1939. Garcane isn't just about electricity, it's about improving the quality of life for their customers. That's why Garcane gives back to the community and supports local community events, including local sports action. Garcane Energy, 75 years of quality service, local control.
You've known for years that you can trust Lumber Plus True Value to have the best prices on all of your home project needs, big and small, from hardware to lawn and garden. But did you know you could also rely on True Value to carry your favorite brands for your household's basic needs as well? Lumber Plus carries thick, absorbent paper towels, cleaning supplies, batteries, seasonal items, and don't forget to check out their outstanding bargain of the month. Visit Lumber Plus True Value, 227 East, 300 South in Kanab.
For enjoyable Western dining, there's only one stop in Southern Utah, Houston's Trails Inn Restaurant in Kanab. Stop in for their special chicken fried steak with Bob's homemade country gravy and delicious Western entrees. They also offer takeout. Just call 644-2488. That's 644-2488. Houston's Trails Inn features remote site catering. Anywhere, anytime, anyplace. Just phone 435-899-2140. So make plans to stop by Houston's Trails Inn Restaurant and mobile catering in Kanab, where the waitresses wear guns on their hips and a smile on their lips. Picking up right here with 17 seconds remaining in this Enterprise and Layton Christian ball game. Free throw missed, and a reach over foul on Layton Christian, so they'll go to the other end here with 16 seconds remaining on a 52-46 lead for Enterprise. Layton Christian, of course, coming in as the #1 team in the state in 2A in the rankings, but they are a couple of players short-handed in this postseason that were dismissed from the team, so they've kind of had to adjust their lineup, and Enterprise really has this one pretty much in their court at this point. In this standings from 2A girls, Kanab is the #3 team in the state in the rankings. Ended up 19-2 on the season, regular season, 9-1 in league play, and they average 55 points a game and give up about 44 under the coaching of Mickey Houston. And the opponent, South Summit, scores about 49 a game, and they give up 36, a much stingier defensive team than are the Kanab Cowgirls. And the rebound with 7 seconds remaining for Enterprise in backcourt. They'll send a player to the free throw line at the other end with 3 seconds remaining. This is going to be Enterprise winning this one. And they will move on to tomorrow night to take on Manti, 9-10 on the late game in the semifinal. And Layton Christian will go down to the consolation bracket, take on San Juan tomorrow. So just about to wrap this one up then. And coming up, this matchup will be between Kanab, South Summit, kicking off the girls bracket. Winner of that one would play tomorrow at 12:50. And South Summit, the #2 team out of Region 16. And the standings, they were 14-5 on the season, 8-2 in league play. The losses being to North Summit. And there's the final, 55-46, as Enterprise defeats Layton Christian here in this quarterfinal matchup. We'll have more of our Snow College pregame coming up when we come back in 2 minutes. For enjoyable Western dining, there's only one stop in southern Utah, Houston's Trails Inn Restaurant in Kanab. Stop in for their special chicken fried steak with Bob's homemade country gravy and delicious Western entrees. They also offer takeout. Just call 644-2488. That's 644-2488. Houston's Trails Inn features remote site catering. Anywhere, anytime, any place. Just phone 435